when it came time for me to leave, I had to leave a little early because I had to catch my little mega bus back to DC. I saw him literally right before I walked out the door, and I was just like, let me tell you something. If you ever want to start a conversation with somebody, just compliment them. People see something in you and you show that you're willing to work and like get it right, and like they will work with you. I saw Usher, I saw Carl Thomas, I saw 112, I saw Mary J. Blige. Did I see Lil Kim? I did see Little Kim. I actually did see Diddy, y'all. Like, thank God I wasn't, behind closed doors with him by myself.
Friends and beauty, yeah, the vibes stay lit. Community strong, we legit, that's it. Stories, lessons, gems we share freely. Learn, laugh, glow, we leading truly. It's the Friends and Beauty podcast with your best friend in beauty.
Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. Now, we are 3 weeks into the new year. I hope that you are still steadfast on the goals that you set. I hope that you are still in high spirits. I hope that you are still encouraged and motivated, because I think it was like maybe a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, like January 9th or 10th, they said that day is normally Quitter's Day, where whatever goals that you set for the new year, by that time, by January 9th or 10th, people are already quitting, which I thought was crazy. I thought people, well, maybe that's the fitness goal. I think the fitness goal that people normally have, I think they said that goal normally dwindles after Valentine's Day, because they like, I already got my boo, I already got my gift or whatever. Like, I don't need to be attracting nobody no more. So I think people's workout goals normally dwindle by Valentine's Day, but I did not know that so quickly into the new year, people are already like quitting. So I hope that that is not you. And I hope that you are still steadfast on your goals. I do want to say thank you so much for all of the feedback and the support and the engagement on the last few episodes that I've done. Like, I just absolutely love it when you all comment and when you all share and you all engage. Like, it really, really lights me up. I love, love, love responding to comments. So go ahead and leave a comment whenever you're listening to the episode and you feel compelled, or you feel something that like resonates with you. Leave a comment, because I love engaging with y'all. Now, before we jump into today's topic, because it's such a fun one, I want to open up some PR, because I told you all before that if I don't open it up with you, then I probably won't open it. I had this package for at least maybe 2 weeks and I still haven't opened it. So I got some, you see, I got some PR from House Labs. I got some PR from House Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand. And yeah, let's open it up. So I got this connection through the Technique Agency. I don't know if you all are familiar with the Technique Agency, but I do work with them. I've been working with the Technique Agency since I think 2014, which is crazy, which goes perfectly with today's trend. I guess I could talk about it. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but I guess I could talk about it. But House Labs wanted to send some of their artists some stuff. So it was so funny that when they mentioned it, I've always wanted to try House Labs. So I told you I'm not a makeup junkie, so I'm glad that they sent this. But when I was looking at the website, I was like trying to find my shade match and everything like that. And I think that I had it right, but something was like, go to Sephora and make sure that is right, because I don't want to like, I didn't want to order something and then it not match, right? So I be dog on if I went to Sephora that day to check out the products and match myself, and I was so impressed, so geeked, that the way that I matched myself online, like the shade that I thought I was when I looked online, was the shade I was in real life when I went to the store. So I was like, that's being a makeup artist for you, okay? I know how to shade match myself by looking at like the pictures and the undertones and things like that. So I was like really, really, impressed with myself. But let's go ahead and open this with my little knife. See what we got. Oh, I know what we got, but see what it's looking like. Says Aquia, hope you love all of your new goodies. XO House Labs. Nice. Nice. Says Be the Gift. Lady Gaga. So, okay, let me show you what I picked out. What, or maybe they added some, did they add some extra? Or maybe did I pick all this stuff out? I remember thinking about all of this stuff. So let's see. We got the House Labs foundation, the Triclone Skin Tech foundation. I am the shade. What shade did I end up choosing? Where's the shade at? I'm the shade 490 medium cool deep, I believe. That's the one I chose. Yep. 490. Wow. Do I want to open it? I hate opening products. Ah. But y'all know what the House Lab stuff look like. Let me they trying to make me mess up. This is so dangerous. Don't do this at home. Do not do this at home. Opening up stuff with a knife like me. That's the Caribbean in me. I don't even know. I love the packaging. So this is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in the shade 490. This is my shade. So can't wait to try that. I also grabbed the clear cut liquid eyeliner because I want to create a look with this. So the products that I picked out, I wanted to create a look with this. So I was trying to pick out things that I could create a whole look. So I got eyeliner. This looks really, really nice and precise. Ooh, I like that. I can't wait to do a little wing with that. Y'all stay tuned for a little tutorial or something. Well, when I do my little whatever, telling you how I like the products. Also got the bio blurring loose setting powder, staying on trend with trying to do a whole look. So I was like, why not try why not try their setting powder? So, and it was a girl at Sephora, I forgot her name, that kind of helped me with some of the choices that I made. But this is it. Very cute. Nice packaging. It doesn't seem like that much powder, but it always kind of giving it's kind of how the evolution powder is. The Nessa's powder. It has that little mesh thing right there. So it kind of has, even though it says translucent, it has like a little tint. It's not like a true white. It has like a creamy tint to the translucent powder. So that's that. I could have sworn I picked out 5 things. Well, I feel like they sent me something. Or did I choose these 2? I can't remember. I can't even remember what I chose anymore. It's been so long. Okay, so I also got the Tricone Skin Tech Concealer in the shade 42 Medium. And that's another thing that I went and shade matched myself on that I was really tickled by that I actually got right. So I was actually able to try a couple of the concealers while I was there, just to make sure that I was like that shade. So that's the cool thing about going to Sephora. See the applicator is a little different. Yeah. So I can't wait to try that out. This is the only way I be trying products if somebody give it to me or something like that. So I like what I like. This is the PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze in Fig. I'm about to do a whole House Labs look. This is so pretty. Ooh, I can't wait to try it out. I'm a lip girl. If anything, I love lipsticks. Got 2 more products. So I feel like these are the products that I chose. I could have sworn they said choose 5 things. Is this extra or did I choose this? No, I did choose this. So maybe it was I don't know. I can't even remember no more because they reached out before the new year, so I don't even know what I chose no more. But we got the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter in Fire Opal. Yeah, I did choose this. So maybe it was more than 5 things. I remember choosing Fire Opal because I was asking the girl at the store like which bronzers and which highlighters that she liked, and she recommended these. Ooh. Ooh. The packaging is nice. I don't even know if you can tell. You can't. I can't tell on camera. But in person is giving like iridescent. It's like shifting. Fire Opal. That's what it looks like. The color's a little washed on camera, but ooh, I cannot wait to try that. This is really cute. There's something about this packaging. It feels really good. I don't know how to describe it. It feels really good in my hand. And you know me, I always gotta put it back. 'Cause I gotta do a video, so I gotta still it gotta still look cute. And then I also tried the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer in, I think it's called Jatoba Sun is the deep one. So I did wanna try a new bronzer. I've been rocking with my minted my minted bronzer, so this is so crazy. I'm opening this stuff with a knife. Insane. I don't know where the scissors are though. Ooh, this is nice too. I like the packaging. It's something about it, the way it feels, like the shape of it and the way it feels. It feels like really, really good. But this is the House Labs bronzer in Jatoba Sun. I think this might have been, I don't think this was the deepest one. I don't think this was the deepest one that I got, but that looks like it's gonna work really, really good on me. So thank you so much, House Labs, for sending your best friend in beauty these items. I cannot wait to try them out and do a little, tutorial or I don't know, first impressions type of thing. Cause y'all know I don't be wearing makeup like this, like that. Like this, like when I do makeup, like it really be for the podcast or if I'm going out somewhere. And anytime you see these glasses, if I'm on a podcast and you see these glasses, just know I do not feel I do not feel like doing my makeup that day. So I'm trying to just, I just did the bare minimum so I could look cute on camera. So let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Okay. You see the title. Okay. If I quit in 2016, none of this would even exist. And I want to know where you were in 2016. There is this really, really cute trend going on right now on social media where people are sharing photos and videos of 2016, like 10 years ago, which is insane. Like, when I tell you, it really, really stopped me in my tracks because when I saw I think I didn't really realize it was a thing until I saw maybe like the third person. I'm like, "Oh, this is a trend going on." But when I think about 2016, it really does not feel like it was 10 years ago. I think I got so excited about this because there were so many amazing things that happened in 2016 that I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to hop on this trend." It really, really, drew me in, and I know in 2016 for sure I was still figuring it out. I was only 3 years into my artistry, like 3 years. I always count 2013 as my official start, like January 2013 because I finished makeup school in December 2012. So 2013 just feels like a clean just, okay, I started in 2013. So to be 3 years into my artistry and to have so many of the things happening for me, but also in a place where I couldn't even envision this even right now. What I'm doing right now is insane. So I know I was still questioning myself a lot, but I wanted to just kind of come on here and reflect with you and share some of my highlights from 10 years ago. That don't even sound right. From 10 years ago. 2016 was 10 years ago? Insane. Okay, so let's go into it. So let's talk about where I was in my business in 2016. So there was something really, really cool that happened to me. I've told this story before, but in 2016, one of the biggest things that happened to me in 2016 that made me realize like, oh, like you kind of onto something is I had the opportunity to work this play. My first time working a play in this capacity, but I had the opportunity to work a play called The Mighty Real, a Fabulous Sylvester Musical, right? Mighty Real, a Fabulous Sylvester Musical. This play took me to San Francisco for a whole month. This was the first time that I was able to this is the first time I got flown out, period. So flown out for a job, all expenses paid. So like my living arrangements were taken care of. I got paid for it. And we also got like a per diem. We also got like a little extra cash and stuff like that. I had never been to California before. So it was just like a whole bunch of like firsts for me. Never been to California. Although we went in San Francisco, I was like, this don't even feel like California because where's the Hollywood sign? Like I just wasn't seeing I wasn't seeing all the stuff that I normally see on movies and stuff like that. So it really didn't feel 100% like I was in California, if that even makes sense. Like it's like if you came to DC or the DC area and you didn't see the White House or, you'd be like, am I really in DC? It would be like that. So this was such a cool thing. So let me tell you how I got this job if you are not familiar with this story. So this was February 2016. December 2015, I went to my mentor's birthday party, Morel Hollis. I went to his birthday party in New York City. And just to support him, I was always on the bus going back and forth to New York anyway. People always thought I lived there. But went to his birthday party in New York City and I saw this guy there that kind of caught my eye. I thought he was cute. And I was like, oh, but so, I kept seeing him throughout the party and something kept drawing me like, you need to talk to him. You need to talk to him. But like, he would like disappear throughout the party and I wouldn't see him. So when it came time for me to leave, I had to leave a little early because I had to catch my little mega bus back to DC. I saw him literally right before I walked out the door, and I was just like, let me tell you something. If you ever want to start a conversation with somebody, just compliment them. But it was a genuine compliment. So I just told him, I was like, oh my God, I just think you are so adorable. And I just had to say something. Like, I just wanted to come and talk to you. He's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And like, we just started talking. So his name was Kendrell. Kendrell goes on to tell me that he is one of the co-producers for this play called Mighty Real, a Fabulous Sylvester Musical. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was really, really intrigued because I had literally just seen a documentary about this person, the Sylvester. I had literally just seen a documentary about Sylvester and they were kind of like plugging the musical inside the documentary and stuff on like TV1 maybe like a week or two prior. And it really caught my eye because the song that Sylvester sings, that Mighty Real song, is a very, very popular song. It's like, you make me feel mighty real. Y'all ain't gonna give me the y'all ain't gonna give me to break out the vocals on the podcast, but it's a very, very popular song. And I've heard it a lot of times over my lifetime, but I always thought it was a woman. I always thought it was a woman that sang the song. So when I saw that documentary, I was like, oh, this would be like a really cool play to go and see. Fast forward, I meet the freaking producer at Morel's birthday party. So we're just talking. He was like, yeah, next time you come to New York, because he was like, where you going? I was like, I got to go. I live in DC. I got to go get my bus, right? So he was like, well, next time you're in New York, you should come and see the play. I was like, I would love to. So we exchanged Instagrams and stuff like that, and I left. By the time that I got to the megabus, Kendrell was in my DMs like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think that. Like, I wonder if I could find the DM. Oh my gosh. That would be so cool. I've never done this before, but I might still be able to find the DM to see exactly what he said. Hold up. This would be insane. I've never done this because I've always kind of been paraphrasing what he said. This is insane. I never thought to look at the DM. December 16th, 2015. Okay. This is why I don't delete nothing. This is why I don't delete anything. Okay, so December 16th, 2015, he said, nice meeting you. This is 11:01 p.m. Okay. I responded at 11:02. That's when my notifications was on for Instagram. They're not on no more. But he said, nice meeting you. I created and produced a Broadway show, and I didn't realize that you were a makeup artist until I saw your page. I interview makeup artists all day and looking for a good one, so would like to speak more with you. Eh, now he was interviewing makeup artists all day, but probably when he met me in person, the vibe was just there. So I said, yes, yes, I was just creeping on your page. I actually wanted to see this play. I'm glad I met you. I said, let's connect. And I gave him my number. And he's like, see, it was meant to be. Do you have a website? And I said, yes, with a smiley face. And I gave him my website. He said, great, I'll be in touch tomorrow. I said, okay, great. I never even thought to look at the DM. That is crazy. Never even thought to look at the DM. So that's how that happened. And then fast forward, I mean, I had to come back to New York and do a like a trial. So this was also a very new first for me because this is my first time doing makeup on a man. Okay, like a man. Thick eyebrows. Like he had the thickest eyebrows I have ever seen. Thick eyebrows, flawless skin, whatever. Anthony was so nice and beautiful. But I had to come back and do like a makeup trial on the actor, Anthony, who was playing Sylvester. So I came back and did like a makeup trial, and they were not really feeling it. They were not really feeling it because, as you all know, or if you don't know, my aesthetic is very, very natural and very clean. So they needed they needed borderline drag makeup for real. The stage makeup, drag makeup because of who Sylvester was. And my hand literally wouldn't do it. So they were so patient with me and they were so accommodating that they literally Anthony came down to the DC area to meet up with one of his friends who is a drag queen. I forget his name. Is his name Corey? Corey's a drag queen in the area. So they had me kind of like practice with him, and Corey showed me how to kind of go harder with the makeup and everything and really instilled the confidence in them and me as well in saying like, give her a chance. Like she can do it. Like she just gotta practice basically. And also I think Morel too, because it's Morel's friend, was able to vouch for me a little bit, like, give her a chance. So I just practice and practice. They even had me do face charts. I had never even done a face chart before, ever in my life, ever in my life. So, practice, practice, practice. But that was my first time doing makeup on a man, like full glam, like highlight, contour, lashes, brows, glitter lips, like. And once we finally got to San Francisco, it was such a good time. Like I had never done anything like that before, and have never done anything like that since. But just the backstage vibe, I got really, really close with the wardrobe person because me and him had to come up with like a routine for Anthony's quick changes, like literally 1 minute quick changes. So we literally had like a routine backstage, like when he would come off stage and like change into his outfits. It was literally like a routine. Like you would stand here as he's doing this, doing it, and then when he's done doing that, he's gonna turn around and I put the lipstick on and then he dashes away. Like, and we were always on point, never missed our mark. Live band, like it was like multiple other actors, but I was only in charge with, only doing Anthony's makeup. The other people did their own makeup. Multiple other, cast people on the play, a full band. Like it was just a really good time. One of the cool things too is that Cheryl Lee Ralph was one of the co-producers on the play. So it was really cool meeting Cheryl Lee Ralph, being able to hang out with Cheryl Lee Ralph. Cheryl Lee Ralph always wanted to play in my makeup. Cheryl Lee Ralph always wanted to play in my makeup backstage, but she was like really, really such a joy to be around and just everybody that I worked with. Like I said, I was there for a month. So a whole month. And that was my first time like really being away from DC like that too for that long. So I basically lived in San Francisco for a whole month, which was a really, really cool hanging out with. I made like really good friends with like I said, the stylist and Kendrell and Anthony's assistant, Yelissa. Oh gosh, I miss y'all. I miss y'all so much. But and then after that, what else can I tell you? What else that came after that? Like the play was still getting a lot of press. People wanted them to perform and everything. So once we got back to the East Coast, because everybody's from the East Coast, Naomi Campbell was having like some kind of party at the time. I think she was having like I think she released a book or something like that in 2016. But they wanted, Anthony or Mighty Real, the people to perform at Naomi Campbell's party. So I got to go to Naomi Campbell's party, you know, and I did Anthony's makeup for that, so my makeup is definitely next to Naomi Campbell. And I was in the building. I saw Naomi Campbell that night. I think Nene Leakes was there. Uma Thurman, which like snatched my edges because I freaking love Uma Thurman, the actress. I freaking love her. So it was a lot of like celebrities there that night. So it was a really, really cool. And what's her name? Shirley Ralph came that day with her daughter, Ivy Coco. Hey, Ivy Coco, she's doing so many amazing things now. But a really, really, really good time. Yeah, and I remember one thing I remember, if you feel like I look a little crazy in some of these pictures that I'm showing, just know that I had literally this was like the craziest turnaround for me. I had literally just came back from Trinidad Carnival and I spent maybe like a week in Trinidad, no sunscreen, no sunscreen, playing mask, doing the whole costume things, and I was sunburned like a mug. Like my forehead, if you see the pictures, and you look like she look a little crazy. My makeup is not even blended well on my forehead. I was like so sunburned, and that's like my only regret. It's like I got a picture with Shirley Ralph, and it's not even like the best version of myself because I was sunburned. I did not even know how to like really what to do with the makeup and everything to cover the sunburn, but really, really, really good time. That was 2016. That was February 2016. But when I went to Trinidad, I literally came back like I had like a 1-day turnaround. So just for example, say I came back on February 12th. I think it was literally like this. I came back on like February 12th. I had a day in between February 13th, but then I left on February 14th to go to San Francisco. So I had to like repack my suitcase from all the warm weather stuff that I was wearing in Trinidad to like all black to work on set, and everything like that. And it was a good time. Really, really good time. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that experience because it gave me so much confidence. Like I felt like I was still pretty like brand new, 3 years into being a makeup artist and I got this type of opportunity. So definitely don't limit yourself. It really doesn't even matter. Like people see something in you and you show that you're willing to work and like get it right and like they will work with you. So I'm really appreciative to Anthony, to Kendrell for giving me this opportunity. I just and I got to spend so much time with Anthony too. Such a sweet guy. I got to spend so much time with Anthony. He always had like this ritual before he would go on stage, the song that he would play. What's that song? I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. Yeah, I ain't wake up too long ago, y'all. I can't sing on the podcast, but every time I hear that song, I think about Anthony. So many amazing memories from that experience, okay? Hey, friends in beauty. If you're a professional makeup artist or beauty pro who is tired of juggling multiple tools to run your business, I got great news for you. Beauty Pro Funnels is here to simplify your life and take your business to the next level. Unlike other platforms like Wix, Squarespace, or Acuity, Beauty Pro Funnels was created by a makeup artist for makeup artists. This is the world's first all-in-one software that helps you book clients, sell your products, and even launch courses all in one place. No need for separate subscriptions that drain your wallet or tools that don't speak your language as a beauty pro. With Beauty Pro Funnels, you're not just getting another booking tool. You're unlocking the ability to create multiple revenue streams. So whether you're behind the chair or not, you're making money. Imagine accepting bookings, selling your beauty products, and offering courses all without the stress of managing separate systems. That could be a big headache. Let me break it down to you one more time. Your website, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your portfolio, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your booking site, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. And your e-commerce site, host it in Beauty Pro Funnels. Want to offer beauty courses or digital products? You can sell them inside of Beauty Pro Funnels, and you'll be able to send invoices, digital contracts, newsletters, and do all of your marketing directly from your Beauty Pro Funnels account. It's mind-blowing. Listen, you're going to save hundreds of dollars every single month by replacing over 10 platforms when you make the switch to Beauty Pro Funnels like Wix, Squarespace, Acuity, WordPress, Vagaro, Honeybooks, 17 Hats, Dubsado, MailChimp, Klaviyo, Kajabi, DocuSign, even Shopify. It's crazy. I know you got at least one of those. And here's the best part. Tayana and her team spent over a year building plug-and-play templates into your account for pretty much everything, so you never have to start from scratch at all. So all of your appointment confirmations, reminders, and payment reminders and stuff like that for your clients, they have already been written out for you. You can even gather reviews and referrals all on autopilot. You'll free up so many hours of time each week so you can focus on what you love, your artistry. Plus, with their mobile app, you can manage your entire business from the palm of your hand. Send invoices, schedule appointments, and even take payments on the go. I believe in Beauty Pro Funnels so much that I recently moved the Friends of Beauty site to Beauty Pro Funnels, and I am loving it. It's a game changer because it's not just a platform. I swear it is like having your personal business assistant designed specifically for makeup artists and beauty pros like you. So here's the deal. If you want to see what all the hype is about, visit getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends to get a personalized tour and see how Beauty Pro Funnels can transform your business today. That's getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends because you deserve the best tool for your beauty business. So also in 2016, a surreal opportunity that I had was I had the opportunity to work the Bad Boy reunion concert, y'all. The one that they did in New York. I had the opportunity to work that. I'm still in shock when I think about it because when I think about that weekend, let me tell you what happened. I was actually coming to New York anyway to go to like I think it was like a 3-day boot camp with Sonia Rodriguez. Now, y'all know Sonia. Sonia's been on the podcast twice. So I was coming to New York to do a hands-on like business boot camp. I think it was like 3 days with Sonia. And then Morel reached out and was like, "Do you want to work the Bad Boy reunion show?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, how am I?" And it was literally the same day. So I'm like, "How am I going to do both?" And I had to make the hard decision to kind of miss out on some of the boot camp that I signed up for to go do that. A very, very hard decision. I only did 1 day of the tour because I didn't want to miss out on the boot camp that I paid for because I feel like that joint was like $3,000 or something like that. I want to say it was like $3,000, close to that, at least $3,000. So I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this, but I also don't want to miss out on this epic opportunity um to work the Bad Boy reunion concert. And the Bad Boy reunion concert was total. I grew up in the Bad Boy era. Okay, I grew up listening to Total. I grew up listening to Faith Evans, Lil Kim. I was baby Kim. Okay, that I don't even know why I was listening to Lil Kim at that age, but I was baby Kim. Okay, I knew all the words. I just love the old Lil Kim. She was just so. I just thought she was so beautiful, so confident. I just loved her back in the day. So to be able to work the Bad Boy reunion concert was amazing. My mentor, again, these first two stories have him in common. Morel, like I said, 3 years into my artistry and I'm working the Bad Boy reunion concert. I actually did see Diddy, y'all. Like, thank God I wasn't, behind closed doors with him by myself. Not even trying to make a joke like that, but thank God I wasn't, but I did. We were like, when Morel was giving us a tour, it was me and another young lady named Terrell, who he invited to do makeup. We were kind of walking around. I think we were in Barclays or something, wherever that concert was. We was walking around just touring backstage, and Diddy happened to come in the room with an entourage and was talking, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like standing there like, oh my God. Like at that time, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's fucking, it's like, it's Diddy, it's Puffy. Like, what in the world? So that was a cool experience. I got to do makeup for Pam, Kima, Keisha, and Pam. I got to do Pam's makeup, who was a more kind of like tomboy one. But I remember she wanted, I don't even know why, but because she had on sunglasses, but she wanted like her eyes to be very like poppy. She's like, I think my eyes are like my best feature. So I did like really clean skin on her. Like she's not like a glamour girl like that. So I did really clean skin on her and did something with her eyes. I think Morel did Keisha's makeup, and then Terrell did Kima's makeup. So you should see some pictures here on the screen somewhere. But that was a good experience too, because like I said, 3 years into my artistry and I'm doing a Bad Boy concert with Total. I wish I was able to do both days, but a memory that I have from that is just I just saw everybody backstage. Like everybody. I saw Usher, I saw Carl Thomas, I saw 112. I saw Mary J. Blige. Did I see Lil Kim? I did see Little Kim. Who I did see Lil Kim. I remember I did see Lil Kim, and it made me want to cry. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like it really made me want to cry because that's not the person that I grew up loving. Like the person that I saw, she just looked so different. So I remember our dressing room area, it was like in this corridor where it was like other dressing rooms. I don't know how to like say this is a main hallway, right? And then you come down a hall and it's dressing rooms. So I remember Total was in one dressing room here. Mace was in the dressing room kind of like outside of us. Mary J. Blige was there. Lil Kim was there. I saw Lil C's. Like it was such a cool experience to see all of these people that I grew up, listening to see them, in real life in action. Usher is short. I don't know why I thought he was gonna be taller, but Usher is short. But yeah, that was a really, really cool experience, especially for someone who was just trying to figure it out. So much confirmation, like for Morel to even invite me to do this meant that he felt that I was capable. I had assisted him so many times before that. We had already had a really, really good relationship by this point. But yeah, I just wanna 2016 was lit. That's why when when I saw this trend, I was like, "Oh, I could talk about 2016. I can go on and on." But I have one other thing that I wanna share with you that's a highlight from 2016 that will always live rent free in my head. I think this was like September 2016, and this is one of the many times that I worked with AJ Crimson. Absolutely love AJ. I still hold a very, very special place in my heart for AJ. So still sad about his untimely passing a few years ago, but working with AJ Crimson, I think this was the Naturalista hair show in Silver Spring, Maryland. It was at the Civic Center, and we were just working his booth. AJ made it a point to he was the front person for his brand, so yeah, he was gonna take that thing on the road wherever, any trade show, anywhere he could pop up, he was gonna be there. And I think that he really did. He must have done really good in the DC market because he was always here. And anytime that he came and I was available, I always made it a point volunteer and help with his brand. Also, when you volunteer and help with brands like this, they be paying you in product. So I used to have like nicest AJ Crimson stuff in my kit. I used to love his foundation, the lipsticks, everything. Oh my gosh, AJ. Such a pleasure working with him and just to observe him is just I just don't even know what to say. He was really literally the one of the hardest working people I've ever met in the industry. Literally, like I don't even know when he slept. But such a kind soul too. Talented artist, kind soul, popping brand. I'm really so angry that he passed away. I'm really angry now that I think about it because like why? Like why would you take AJ from us? Like where you going? Brand was like so many amazing things still about to happen with the brand and then so it always just makes me think like what do we need to do on the back end to set ourselves up so that if we do pass away the brand could continue? I don't know. But definitely loved working with AJ anytime that he came to DC. He was just always so supportive of me as well. Anytime I needed anything, he came to speak to my makeup class one time and it was just like, yeah, AJ Crimson. I had to throw him in there. I loved working with his booth, just putting the products on people, letting them try it out. That's where I met Jeff. Jeff has been on the podcast. I met Jeff and Sunny. Jeff and Sunny have been on the podcast. So I met Jeff and Sunny through, working with AJ Crimson and, still maintain a relationship with them. So 2016. What I feel like 2016 represented too was just like me trying to figure out what I liked. What do I want to do? Where do I want to land in the industry? Because there's so much, of course, that we could do as makeup artists. But I was doing a little bit of everything. I was still perfecting my skills. I was taking makeup classes for sure. I was still, like I said, doing a little bit of everything. I was doing bridal. I have a lot of photo shoots. When I was looking through my camera reel, like trying to prepare and pull some clips and stuff, a lot of photo shoots. A lot of photo shoots. And those photo shoots helped me to hone my skills. Weddings. I was still doing weddings. Y'all know that I don't do weddings no more. Still doing weddings, working with brands like AJ, still working with Danessa. Um, what else did I do? I also worked like the coaches show for the Redskins at the time. They're the Commanders now, but the Redskins coaches show. I used to drive all the way out to Virginia to their training facility and do makeup for the coach and like Chris Cooley or something like that. I don't know these players' names. But Cl- Clinton Portis one time too. Just used to do their makeup for the coaches show for the. But I did not even know. I cannot even foreshadow all of this that's happening right now. Like I never even. I don't. Even, well, I think podcasts were starting to get popping back then, but all the things that I've gone on to do, teach, the community, the podcast, just all these things. Like I could have never even imagined all of this thing, but it's just literally a result of just saying yes and just taking opportunities one thing after one thing after another, and then you land somewhere that you never even you never even imagined. I think my values, of course, have stayed the same. My love for beauty is a little, but my desire for community has never changed. And all of this that is happening today, all the connections that I made, all the stories I get to share is because I never stopped. I never stopped. So as long as you never stop, I feel like success and amazing things are inevitable. It is not to say, and success is not linear. There had definitely been some some dips along the way. But 2016, this trend like really, really got me excited. So I would love to know, like, what were you doing? What were you dreaming about back then? What version of yourself are you shocked that you have become that you just never even imagined? Share it with me down in the comments if you feel compelled to. I would just love to know a little snapshot of like what you were doing in 2016 versus, what you're doing now. Because 2016, I was definitely more heavily into the makeup world, like actually doing makeup. But now I kind of slowed down a little bit. I've been enjoying doing things like this, building a community, talking to people, connecting people, and things like that. So I'm not so much into the actual hustle and bustle of like running from photo shoot to photo shoot, doing these trade shows and everything like that. I kind of slowed down. 10 years later, I've kind of slowed down. I cannot believe 2016 was 10 years ago because the memories are still so vivid. The memories are still so vivid. So you're not late. Okay. Just keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Like I said, progress, success is not linear. So just keep going. I would love to know what was going on in your world in 2016. All right, please share it down in the comments. I'm also going to leave a QR code here on the screen somewhere for when we reopen the Friends and Beauty community this year. I would love to have you there. I love building community. Community is what, like, I feel like when I look at these things, community is what got me in these rooms. My community, my mentor, putting myself out there, meeting people, maintaining those relationships, all about community. So that's why I love networking. That's why I love community so much. And I'm really trying my best to curate something really special here in the beauty industry. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of the Friends of Beauty community when we open back up, it's going to be a little bit different from how we've facilitated it in the past. So I hope that I can see you there. Okay. So yeah, like I said, comment down below. I love when you all engage with me. Let me know what you think about my little story times of, the Mighty Real Fabulous Sylvester Musical, the Bad Boy Reunion tour, and working with AJ Crimson. Like, even though all that craziness is going on with that man, Diddy, this is still a part of my story. And sometimes I kind of like be wondering, like, is this worth mentioning because of all the mess that he's done? But it's still valid. Like, it was lit. It was a lit time. It ain't had nothing to do with any of that foolishness that he was doing, but it was a lit time. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for listening to me and helping me reflect. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you next time on another episode of the Friends of Beauty podcast. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with another friend in beauty. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, rate, and leave a 5-star review so that other friends in beauty can find the show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, hashtag Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.